Well, hello everybody. Well, Beatrice was working on her stuff today, and it was awesome. And she's got Don Morrison and a few of the Patriots helped her get her hooked up so she can do a live tonight because we have a lot. Beatrice is one of the amazing Patriots in Ontario, educating people on education on unify the people. So if you can do me a favor, if you can start sharing it out so I can get Beatrice in here, that'd be awesome. Give me a few seconds. Look at this nice hat here. Unify the people. Got the shirts here. Unify the people. The solution. The solution, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. And don't forget the signs. Signs up here. Unify the people. Pack the right sign. So I'm going to see if Beatrice can join here. Beatrice is watching. I'm approving Beatrice right now. Here she is. Okay, I'm adding.
Good evening to everyone.
Hi, Beatrice. Just straighten your camera just out of here because you're off to the a little more to the right.
Yes,
Nope.
so we
Other
have
way. Other way. Other way.
unifythepeople.ca, my sign all the time.
Okay, well, we want to see you tonight. We'll get back to the sign in a second. So, Beatrice, I'm glad you're on tonight. Everybody's excited. What's happening in Ontario, especially the amount of effort that you're putting into there. I actually just got a phone call from a man named Tommy Dreyer. He's a Patriot in Ontario, and he's looking forward to the show tonight. So that's going to be good. Beatrice, let's start off where you came from, and you come from a communist country. So you
Yes,
start there. Explain to them what a communist country feels like, and then when you came to the corporation, when you came to Canada to get away from that, and so the floor is yours, young lady. So you want to tell everybody what's happening?
yes, so I'm coming from a communist country, and I have a bad experience in the communism as my grandparents before the communists, when the communists entered on our country in 1947, they lost everything in one night: land, business, money, all the assets. And we were never able to recuperate them until now. They even changed their name just to escape to be, because they were considered rich. And so the communist, it's an evil system. And I truly believe that we have to pay attention of, because right now we have the Great Reset, and it seems to me like a communism. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. This is more a joke, not a reality. You cannot be happy if you own nothing. And it's much more, they start to speak about that you'll rent everything. So if you rent something, who own the land and everyone? It's our creator that own the land, and it's free for us to use and preserve the land. But the problem is the system, and on this system, at this time, we have only few people in the world as decision makers. This is the huge problem. In order to fix them, to fix this, we need to change the system to become with the solution. Unifythepeople.ca, Constitutional Convention. So the people will be the final decision makers. The people will have above them only their creator. And all of us, men and women, we are sovereign and we will be the decision makers. In order to return the power on the hand of the people have to start to understand the Great Reset on their face right now, because under unifythepeople.ca solution, you own the house, you own the land under the house and around it. You will have assets, no tax on your income, annual dividend paid directly in your account based on our collective work and resources, and much more than that. The poor become rich and the rich gets richer, and everything is based on our resources. You do not need the money for the road to pay taxes for the road or hospital or something like, because all of this will be supported by our resources. So I truly believe that this solution is an amazing one, and I invite all the people to join unifythepeople.ca.
Yes. Oh, you know something, Beatrice? Your words are they're amazing, and they're truth, and they're factual. The greatest thing about the Constitutional Convention is that nobody can hijack the Constitution. The Patriots that have been working on it, it's still in a draft form. I know Ontario's Constitution has been going really, really well. I've actually enjoyed reading the Ontario Constitution. I'm looking forward to other provinces when they start putting up their constitutions and getting them more defined. I've had so many phone calls in the last week of Cascadia, different organizations contacting us asking if they can use the Constitution to take the Constitution to spread it to more people. And I said, 100% spread the Constitution, but spread the Constitution so that the source, the people that created the Constitution, so the Patriots in Alberta, the Sovereigns in Alberta, the Sovereigns in Manitoba, et cetera, the Sovereigns in Ontario, created this great document. So give them credit for what it is, but the Constitution's open on the articles for people to add more input to the articles, to work with it. And part 1 to 8 is so powerful. A gentleman contacted me at Calgary, one from Lloyd Minister yesterday, both ecstatic about the Constitution. So now I've been watching your amazing work in Toronto, and I've been following you for quite a while, your endeavors and what you've been doing. And the other day there, I was so impressed when you came out. You had the sign up in the air with the poles on it. I went, this girl is amazing. This lady is so hard working to give the solution. What gives you the drive to push this so hard? Just because you came from a communist country, you see what's happening now in the sovereign nation of Ontario?
Yes, so we need by our experience. I'm born in
Experiencing.
communism, and I was raised in a family that all the time I was listening what happened with my grandparents, and I do not want to live it again. Not for me, not for my son, and not for the people. It's just
Well,
simple like that.
yes, well said, well said. So you understand the suffering, the pain, the heartache, the distress, the slavery of what you went through, and you came to Ontario hoping to get away from that to build a better life for your family, and now you're seeing the same thing happen here, pretty much, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you go to quite a few of the education. Well, you go to the rallies and you educate people, and you're there for education. You're not there to protest. You're educating people of a solution.
Yes.
How does that when you go to these rallies? I've heard quite a few talks lately about the line. I've been talking to the line for quite a while, 5 months, 6 months. I've had private meetings with them, and I spoke to the line. And they said, "Oh, the people aren't ready for a constitution. The people just need to still be controlled to wake up." Or myself personally, I find the line to be a controlled opposition. They don't want the solution out there. Can you elaborate what happened to you when you were out there one day? You were going to speak, or you were holding up your sign. What happened to you?
Yeah, so practically I was removed, and
You were removed by who?
yeah, so not really to give to the people the names, but I was practically removed because I carried the sign unifythepeople.ca. I truly believe that the control opposition, the government and the control opposition is everywhere inserted in all
Yeah.
the organization, institution. So if the people wants to hear the truth, I believe that they have to come to the site unifythepeople.ca and Zoom room because the line inside of the protest to the line Canada also you can see Black Lives Matters and other organizations that under the Constitution Unified the People.ca written by the people for the people, they will be practically forbidden, strictly forbidden.
Yeah,
So
any terrorist group will be forbidden when they're harming people deliberately, intentionally, misleading people, fake news like CBC, CQ News, Global News, etc., etc. These will be unlawful. We're not going to deny freedom of speech, but when people put out deliberate lies that cause havoc and harm the sovereigns, this will be strictly prohibited under the Constitution. Right now, we have an entire nation from coast to coast. So the nation of British Columbia, the nation of Alberta, the nation of Saskatchewan, etc., etc. They're not. By the way, I'll rephrase this. Canada is not a country; it's a business, and their business is to steal the wealth of all the sovereigns on the land. So when I hear people say Canada, they need to stop and think about what they're saying. Nikki Hurley and I were talking last night. Did you get a chance to listen to me and Nikki talk a little bit about the capture of the flag last night?
no, but I will see your video later.
Okay, so I'll just go through it real quick with you. So what happens is this. It's called capture the flag. So each of the provinces, so the province of British Columbia has a flag. That flag is captured, owned by the British colony, right? Then the Canadian flag is the Canada Court, or we'll call it what it is. It's the Vatican flag. They put their flag up, and they have captured the provinces. That's why you see the Canadian flag at schools, RCMP areas, etc., etc. The Canadian flag is actually means that they're stealing the land underneath it. So, in simple terms, we're trying to make it simple here, but we have a video on capture the flag and how they've stolen the land. So I remember last year Don Morrison phoned up in Prince George or even in Williams House and asked Williams Lake and asked them to remove the flags and put up a proper flag. This is what the sovereigns need to do. We need to stop playing the game of deceit and lies, and the
Yes.
facts are right in front of you. Canada is not a country; it's a business. The business to harm and steal the wealth of the nation. First and foremost, there's no constitution in Canada, and this is why it's so important to get a constitution. Beatrice, you were an integral part of creating the constitution in Ontario. You really worked hard on it. What was the number one thing that you could say to the people out there that you were still working on the Constitution in Ontario? What was the number one thing that you felt was important in the Constitution that you worked on in Ontario?
It's because we as sovereign men and women, we have above us only our Creator, only our Creator. So the relationship with our Creator, it's exactly on this Constitution written. So no one else can interfere with your Creator. And just to be clear, that Satan, it's not a creator. Could be a God in a Satan church, but it's not your Creator. So under this Constitution, this can be unconstitutional, Satan, in our future.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I like that. I love that. That's a good. I never.
So this was one of the most important thing, the spirituality, because under this constitution we come also with spiritual law that is the natural, our creator, natural sovereign laws, and everything it's about the principle of no harm. So this will change everything. It's not only that you'll have above you recognize your creator, but you have also a law that will protect you on the name of your creator.
Yes.
Everything inside of this constitution, it's about the spirituality and your vibration towards your creator.
Very well said. I've watched over the years that everybody's working on constitutions. We studied the United States constitutions, et cetera, Iceland, all these constitutions around the other nations, and I realized that all these constitutions that were written by other nations, they did not give the people sovereignty. They did not give the people what they're supposed to have, accountability. I felt when the Constitution was being created in Alberta, and I know that the Ontario Constitution has looked at the Alberta Constitution about accountability. What do you think about accountability? You think we should have with a mechanism of accountability in the Constitution?
Yes, so practically under a system where you have only the government and the control opposition, that practically doesn't matter who you vote, which party, or doesn't matter who, you'll be on the same hand. So because there are few people as decision makers in the world at this time, and they control everything in every country. They are inserted on the government and control opposition all the time. So practically this evil system, you have no accountability. It's impossible to have it. This is the reason that you need to change the system. Then there you will have a real accountability, because the decision makers will be all the sovereigns, not only few people that they have the impression that they can decide your future and your children's future.
Well said.
This will change the world.
Well, this is going to give the people the first time in history to be released from being slaves, to actually to actually have to actually push their nation forward with property, land, prosperity, and protection mechanism. Right now, we have nothing. And to me, it's so easy when you read part 1 to 8, you go, well, this makes sense. Anybody that goes to unifythepeople.ca, just click on the provinces, go to your province, look at the constitution that's being drafted in your province, and get involved. You know, stop protesting, stop begging your master to change. Seriously, it's not walking for liberty. It's not doing this for liberty. These are all great things coming together, but the people need a solution. So if you're there, if you're holding up a sign with nothing on it, a gentleman phoned me today from Calgary. He's printed up a sign where 4 things you lost for your freedoms in the last 3 or 4 years. And I said to him, I said, it's a great logo, but there's no information on it. He says, well, I just wanted to phone you to ask if I could use my 4 signs to point the direction of unifythepeople.ca. And I said, that's perfect. I love that idea. So if you got an idea and you have a concept, it's not about the vaccinations. They're horrible. I know they're horrible. And we know about chemtrails. We know they're horrible. But putting up a sign, your government's corrupt, means nothing. We already know they're corrupt. So putting up a sign, if you want to get rid of a corrupt government and create a seat that is your government, which is a lawful government of the people, for the people, how do we do that? By a lawful contract called the Constitution. So point the people in the right direction. With the controlled opposition of the Line, Hug the Mask, Liberty and Freedom, all these little organizations, even, you know, as I go through, and I've been trying to express this with so many people for years, is that Occupy No More, Idle No More, Yellow Vest Movement, all these movements, they were the people, but they were controlled mechanisms. Now the Yellow Vest Movement in Calgary, whether Chris Herod, Nick Smart, Izzy, all of them, now they're a Yellow Vest Movement, but they're a Yellow Vest Movement with a solution. They're pushing constitutional conventions in Alberta, very, very positive. So if you could take a look at in the last 3 weeks, and I know this is very important to you, and I'm reaching out to all the people in Ontario. I want you to know that Beatrice loves you and she's working hard. So I want you to connect with Beatrice in Toronto. Go to unifythepeople.ca site. You subscribe to it. And once you subscribe, you'll be connected by Beatrice. Go to the Ontario Zoom room. So you go to provinces, the Zoom room, go to the Zoom room, meet the other patriots in there, the sovereigns fighting for a constitution, teaching, educating to a solution. Meet them, because we need boots on the ground holding the right sign, right, Beatrice?
Yes, if they, for example, some of them, they prefer to say no mandatory vaccination. This is correct, but come also with the other sign, unifiedthepeople.ca solution, because you have a lot of problem and only one solution.
Yes.
So it's all the time better to inform the people about the system, the civil system, but remain only there, there is no solution. So doesn't matter how much effort you are very involved to spread the word correctly about the problems. At the end of the day, you have still no solution there.
No. So the
So
people are,
inform, yes, so inform at the same time the people about the problem and also about the solution.
yes. And I agree 100%. I used to get up, we used to talk about the Bank of Canada, 1974, educate the people slowly, educate about the trade deals, educate about the entire political system's corrupt. Voting in this system, you're never going to win because the system's designed to fail. Voting is a fraud. A democracy is a fraud. Direct democracy is a fraud. A direct democracy could work if it had a constitution. That's the biggest problem with a lot of nations. They're using a word called representative democracy, but representative democracy is not representative democracy. Representative democracy means dictatorship. And I know you're in Toronto. I want to mention one other thing. Somebody again today asked me a question about Rocco Galati. Rocco Galati is not a constitutional lawyer. For one, Canada doesn't have a constitution. It's so easy for me to say this, but so many people keep coming back and asking me the same question. Well, he's a constitutional lawyer. He's going to take them to court. Rocco Galati is a bar attorney for the Crown Corporation called Canada Corp, Canada Inc., or the business. So he's attorney or attorney. So we cannot have an attorney representing the people because this person represents the Crown Corporation. And the Act of Parliament always overrules anything of any sovereignty, any chance of any freedom and liberty. They're not going to give away their power or give away the land or give away their theft by you begging them. We're going to have to get a constitution, correct?
I have a question for everyone. If you have not only Rocco Galati, if you have 10 lawyers as Rocco Galati, if you have 1,000 lawyers as Rocco Galati, what they can do on this evil system? They will just probably fight a little bit and they will come with a solution for one problem, but because the system is an evil system, you will have 10 problems more created in the next day.
Yeah.
So it's just impossible. We have sometimes very good people trapped in a very bad system. They will never succeed. And the lawyers, many of them, they are good, but they still can do nothing. There is no professional on this system that can do something, only one. And the people probably have to stop right now to listen also to the professional, but to listen to the man and the woman, that they are starting to tell the people the truth, that we have to start to govern ourselves, and we have above us only our Creator. And we have unalienable rights directly from our Creator as gift. So starting by there, everything can be done, all the system can be done in days, and we can start to experience another life in only 3 months after. So it's just to start to understand how it is working, and by there everything will be amazing. For sure we can do better, for sure.
We can do 1,000% better, but we'll say 100% better because 100% is guaranteed. We can do a lot better, and right now, the message, if you want to make this work, and it's up to all you sovereigns out there, it's going to be you. So we ask you to share the videos. We ask you to go to Unify the People on YouTube, take the videos, share them. Email your family and friends. And the number one thing you can do is get yourself a unifythepeople.ca hat. They're in Ontario. You can get them anywhere. Just contact Unify the People. email us at travelingtruthtour@outlook.com. Very important. Get yourself a shirt. And the number one thing I find is you get yourself one of these signs like this. When you go out, you got a sign. Get a sign in your vehicle. When you walk down the street, you pack your sign. When you go to these, they put on these rallies or whatever, you go there, do it Nikki Hurley and Brian do, and many of the Patriots, Chris Herod. The list is endless. Go there, hold up the sign, and have your little brochure there. You meet that Patriot stand there. He's there for a reason. He's mad, he's angry, and he wants change. So guess what? You give him the future, and the future is a constitution. The Constitution is the solution. And all these little groups that are distracting, the barbecue thing is a distraction. These are all distractions. You know why they're distractions? Because they don't talk about the solution. And as you probably will do your investigation, pretty much the barbecue was a total paid off just for distraction. Because they want you distracted. They don't want you getting to the solution. Next week there'll be something different. And so, Beatrice, you went to the rally today or the education link today?
Today, no, but I was yesterday involved, and I will be also again probably on December 2nd, because
Okay.
there will be another anti-lockdown rally. So I'm there. So I agree with the protester because they protest. We do not have the lockdown, but I'm there to inform the protester and everyone that can see the sign that there is a solution for all the problems. For a lot of problems, there is a solution, and to come to speak with us and to start to understand the solution. So this is my strong message to the protest all the time. And I try to reach as many people as possible. I have like face-to-face meetings with thousands of people in Ontario. Some of them, they are just smiling because they recognize me. I was in some places so many times. And but please just join the solution and try to enter on the Zoom room and speak with us about, because we really have a solution.
Oh yes, it's. For years, a constitution is proven to protect the people, and if the constitution has protective measures like the constitution has now, is being created by the sovereigns. Excuse me, but so you went to the protest yesterday, the rally yesterday, and what do you do at the rallies? You hand out flyers, you talk to people.
So I was in the Dundas Square. In the Dundas Square, I was advised by the police that I cannot spread the flyers.
By
because
who?
They have by the police.
The police said you can't pass out flyers?
Because there it's on the Dundas Square policy that nobody can use flyers inside, only on the street.
Only on the street?
So,
well, we got to get this constitution because that is our land.
So in this situation, I started to show to the people my sign, and they started to make photo with my sign just to insert the photo on their Facebook and to remember, because they were there with the solution around, and to start to have their sign and to come on Dundas Square.
Oh yeah, I love it. If you guys wanna get the message out there on Facebook and Twitter, you have a public profile picture on your Facebook page. Please download from our website. Go into the website, scroll down the home page, download, right click, save as, drop, and save the picture. Put that picture up as your home picture on your page, and eventually Facebook will be covered with the solution, not the problems. And if you want to share information, pick and share information of the solution. Those who know the problems are there. We want to fix the problems, share the solution. The solution is constitutional conventions. How do you learn about the constitutional conventions? Unifythepeople.ca. Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. So you're looking for support out in Ontario to come out with you, to work with you, meet new people. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yes, so many people, they agree already with us, but they are still do not carry the sign.
So,
This is the
well,
most
like I said,
important to start to do that.
yes, we need that sign out there. So another thing too, if you Traveling Truth Tour, One Allen Traveling Truth Tour, go to the website at the very top. The email's there. You can, when you subscribe, you meet the Patriots. Go into the Zoom rooms. It's a Zoom room in Ontario, BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, etc., etc. Very important to meet your sovereign brothers. We're all in the battle together. This battle against the globalists or New World Order is in every single North America, Europe, Australia, etc., etc. There's no countries out there. They've all been stolen, and they're all controlled by parasites, like I call them. So get involved, share the information. I would love for you to speak. If you know the information, talk to your neighbors. If, like last week, on Saturday, Marius, he realized that it's all controlled opposition in Vancouver. Nobody can speak except the four little groups, and their controlled mechanism, right? So Marius had his own event, and he had an open mic for everybody to speak. Fantastic. If anybody out there in Ontario can give Beatrice a hand, I would love for you to give her a hand. If you've got a PA system, give her a hand. If you've got some camera skills, come down there, do some videos of help her to get her message out there. Patriots helping Patriots to get a constitution to save our future. That should be the #1 priority. What do you think there, Beatrice?
Yes, you are telling the truth then. It's just to be listened.
Yes, it is. Anything else you want to add tonight, Beatrice?
No, not this night.
Not this
Yeah,
night?
I believe that already we told the truth to the people.
So I'll read a few of the comments coming out. Stone Lee, Scott Rayner, get out of your comfort zone and join your brothers and sisters on the street. We are many, they are few. We are the many. So let's get many signs that say constitutional conventions. Get your flyers. Talk to your neighbors. Put a sign up in your yard. All the Patriots put signs up in the yard. Those messages are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You put the signs up. You walk with the sign. You get yourself a hat. And you know something? The Patriots out there will start identifying other Patriots. And eventually, all these amazing Patriots together, sovereign Patriots, will eventually create a constitution. Then we'll create natural laws, natural sovereign laws to protect everybody. And we'll educate people why natural sovereign laws is the law that protects all man and woman, or all woman and man. Very important. Where common law will not protect you. Common law is owned by the corporation, guaranteed to harm you. If common law would have worked, it would have kept working since 1665. They control us with a BNA Act and an Indian Act. They call it a Constitutional Act in Canada. Well, it's time to get a true constitution. And Beatrice is one of your greatest patriots in Ontario. So reach out to Beatrice, please. And let's get this done. Like Beatrice said, in 3 months, our lives will change drastically in 3 months. 3 months. It will be amazing. We have nothing now. We have everything if we get the Constitution. So it's not about hug the masks. It's not about vaccinations. It's about a Constitution. Those who are educated get the right sign. Right, Beatrice?
Yes, exactly. It's just to be on the same direction with the solution, and everything will change.
Well, thank you very much, Beatrice. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to watching what's going to happen in Ontario, especially when we have such a great patriot like you working out there and educating, and your passion inspires me to know that we have the greatest gift out there is all the people coming together on a solution. Thank you very much for tonight coming in and sharing, and thank you very much for all the hard work that you do. And I know you're loved by the Patriots, and we have some great people in here giving you thumbs up and hearts and loves, which is great. And again, I look forward to the next week and see what we can do to make more Patriots recognize the solution. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to you also for the education and also to support my work on Ontario.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much for this meeting this evening.
You're very welcome. I look forward to more of them. I look forward to actually having camera crews out there watching you and other members of your teams videotaping, and looking forward to the videos of you and other team members working in Ontario on the solution.
Thank you. Have a great evening.
You have a great evening to you, young lady.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, that was Beatrice, and I thank you for coming in tonight. Please share it out. Thank you. And the most important thing is this. I know a lot of people want to have political parties, and they talk about political parties in the corporation of Alberta, BC, Saskatchewan. You cannot create a political party. You can create a constitutional convention. It's a lawful thing. Political parties will never work. They never have worked. First, we get a constitution. Then we start setting up our administrators. Then we start setting up our laws. We start setting up our natural laws, not common law. Don't be misguided by these people that keep telling you common law. Natural law by the sovereigns, for the sovereigns, of the sovereigns, that benefit the sovereigns equally, fairly, and justified. UnifyThePeople.ca. Please get your signs. Please. We need you to help us get this message out there. It's you. We're watching $5.1 million donations to these controlled opposition groups. We're fighting big money. We know that. You know that. Travel and Truth Tour. If you want to make a donation, you can make a donation to Travel and Truth Tour, outlook.com, 1 Island Traveling. Ask where the money goes. You want to buy signs, help people out in different areas. You want to buy 10 signs, 15 signs, 5 signs, whatever. You want to buy shirts? If you're in Alberta, please get a hold of us. Chris Herod they've got hoodies, they've got all kinds of stuff, winter gear, everything coming out with. Unify the people. We need to be, the message has to be the right sign. Not about McDonald's, not about A&W. Yes, I'm going to get to that, Dar. So Alberta, get a hold of Chris Herod in Alberta. You can go to Unify the People, go to the website, get a hold of Chris. He's got tons of merchandise, and we're giving it away right at cost, you guys. I mean, we're doing our best to make our message out there to save your children and your future. So Karina in Vernon, get a hold of Karina. Get a hold of Don Morrison up in Williams Lake. You can get a hold of Marius in Vancouver. You can get a hold of any of us. We'll gladly help you get the signs. Eric Carbonneau in Manitoba also has the merchandise. It's you that has to make this work. I keep saying this. It's you that have to send the message. Together, we will be an army, a sovereign constitutional army of sovereigns fighting, putting ideas together to finally end the globalist parasite system. It's not about holding up a sign that says line with no message. The line has no message. The line's controlled opposition. You know it and I know it. There's enough evidence out there now if you just look at it. Hugs and masks, same thing. Please, nobody can hijack the Constitution. The Constitution has to be ratified by the people, and nobody's going to deny the Constitution when they read it. When it puts them in power, it protects them, it gives them everything they need. Right now, they have nothing. Constitution conventions, let's get her done. Again, unifythepeople.ca. Download the picture on unifythepeople.ca. Scroll down to the bottom, right click Save As. This is the picture right here. The sign right here. Oh, hold it up for you. Right here. You know it's backwards because with the camera, but it says unifythepeople.ca. Right? Join the solution by the people, for the people. Very important message. Get your sign, and once you got the sign, you put it up in your driveway. You put it up, in your vehicle. Nicky Hurdy's got them all over his vehicle. I got them all over my vehicle. Don Morrison's got them all over his vehicle. Don Morrison's got banners, huge banners. Harm in Vancouver's got huge banners up. $10, $20. That message is going to go far. You download them, put them on your Facebook profile, put them on your Twitter profile. The message has to be the solution, not the distraction. The barbecue thing's a distraction. All paid informants. Please come and get your paycheck. Seriously, if you do your research, you'll find the truth. UnifyThePeople.ca was developed and designed to ensure it can never be hijacked, and no one man or woman can destroy it. No leaders, because it's you, the people, that sign the Constitution. Not even sign it. It's you that affirm the Constitution. And it's also transparent, so that you know that you were one of the founders of creating the greatest document that saved your future, your friend's future, your friend's children. Now, it's up to you. So get the sign. Thank you. That's about it tonight. If you have any questions, yes, it's time for a new system. You can't fix this system. And I don't want to go to the reset, because the reset is just total new world order. The Sarah to share is total new world order. I'll talk about Bitcoin tonight and a few other things real quick here. Okay. The only source of real power is the man and woman. The man and woman plant the seed, which is the baby. Number one. Two, the man and woman are the only source of power. It's the man and woman that dig the ground. They dig with their hand, or they can go there, cut down a tree. Oh, they cut down a tree, so the man and woman cut down a tree. They cut down a tree, make themselves a shovel. Oh, they can't get the metal. Guess what they do? They mine it. The man and woman, they mine it. By hand, by a rock, by a stick. Oh, we're intelligent. We built a machine to mine it. Now we have a tractor. So what I'm trying to say is this. We built everything. Our grandfathers built everything. And now it's time for us to reclaim what the parasites are stealing from us, everything. Constitutional conventions, UnifyThePeople.ca. Please get a hold of us and share the message. Get the sign that's going to give you a future. And when you go to these events, you're going there's education. It's not about walk around the block. Hold the right sign. Stop. Shake the hands of your brother or your sister on the street and stand next to you. Those who are afraid of they're still in this path of moron. They don't understand the fake pandemic. We understand that they've been brainwashed. They're hypnotized. We understand that. Hopefully, they'll become out of their I think that they'll become out of their hypnotized. Help them. You know, you can help them by cutting off their cable bill. Your children, you can help them by cutting off their internet if they're going to be sitting there playing games all day, wasting time. You need your children to wake up. I talked to a great person last night, Kelson, I think his name was, from Lloydminster. He's educating his child at home. And I agree with that now. Please do not send your children to an indoctrination system that's going to harm them, brainwash them to believe in their lies and deceit. Okay, that's all I have to say tonight. And I want to give a shout out again to Beatrice and all the great Patriots today I watched. There were so many great videos. And yesterday too, Saturday. The videos that I choose to watch are the videos of real passion, truthers. I just turn off the propaganda ones, the lying ones. I turn them off. Garbage, anyways. Bunch of just non-speakers about nothing but garbage. So when you listen to someone speak, if he's speaking the truth and he's speaking common sense and he's speaking a solution, awesome. That's the video you share. If he gets close to you, connect to him. Send him a message. Hey, great work, sister. Great work, brother. These other guys, just ignore their videos. Don't even share them. They're useless. It ain't about walking around the block. Keep saying this. If you want freedom and if you want liberty, you got to have a solution. And if they don't got a solution, then they're useless. And people that whine and cry, they got kicked off a plane, who cares? You're already part of the controlled opposition anyways. You're just distracting people. There's hundreds of thousands of people losing their businesses. One of our patrons came on yesterday and informed us, if you didn't catch the show yesterday, 220,000 businesses closed in Alberta. 220,000. 450,000 people can't pay their property taxes. And you're worried about a plane flight you couldn't get on to go get yourself a few views in a barbecue that was already part of the globalist plan of distraction. You need to pay attention to these distraction groups. All this money. Look at that crap that Norm Travis did. Useless. Norm knew 2 years ago. I talked to him a year ago. Did video before them. Constitution. Oh, I'm going to fight them in a court. I'm going to go hand this off. Got hundreds of thousands of dollars in donations. You know why I got those money? Because that's what people are donating to, useless causes. You know why? They're thinking that they're going to beat them in their system. The 5.1 million that the line got there, Sky got, whatever. Who's paying these money? Think about it logically. Anonymously, people donate this kind of money? BS. Controlled opposition. And if you want the proof, I'll give you the proof. I'm here to save my grandchildren's future and my friends, their children. I'm not here to lose. If you want to win, you want to be in the winning team, get the right sign. Unifythepeople.ca is the solution because it's mentioning one mechanism, a true constitution. All the other groups are giving you a sideshow distraction. Angry Albertan is the same thing, a sideshow distraction. Diversion, distraction. Well, they keep you diverted. Next month, another 150,000 more businesses are going to be closed. So where we have one shopping center and one restaurant, sorry, you're not allowed to eat out. You don't have a right to eat out, slave. Only the parasites have the right to fly, travel, etc., etc. You stay at home, shut your mouth. Sorry if you only have one potato this month. It's time to wake up. Oh, somebody else wants to come in. Give me a second here. Oh, okay, I'm adding Scott Rayner. Adding. Ooh, still says adding. Let's try and Scott will send me a request to come in, so he may hopefully he's still there. I'm just going to check the Zoom here. Scott, I'm trying to get you to come in on the Zoom. On the live. Who is this guy? He is on point. Thanks, Frank. My name's Dallas. My background has been fighting for sovereignty for years. And Frank, I haven't missed a step in 35, 40 years. I've always said Constitution, and people need sovereignty. Oh. Looks like Scotty's not coming in, so that's okay. Does anybody else want to come in? Here, I got another message coming in. We'll try it again. Oh, there we go. We'll try this again. Free speech. We'll try it again. It might work. Keep says adding. Usually it says, oh, declined again. It says declined. Well, I got another one coming in. It must be his internet connection. Tommy Dryer's coming in. Hey, brother. Oh, what happened there? Try again. I had Tommy Dryer coming. Into live. We're on the live right now. Marius on Louise Ray. Just it won't let you guys in. Tommy, you can try again. Scott just tried it, wouldn't let you in. So back to what I was saying. So if you want to make this work, it's going to be you and I all together doing what we're doing. And that's getting the sign, putting the sign up. And if people don't understand it, walk over, explain it to them. I was at a friend's house today and I was outside and a guy walked by and said, how you doing? Have you seen the sign? He says, yeah, what's it mean? I told him, I spent about 5 minutes outside talking to him. And he went, wow, that makes sense. It's your communication. It's you giving them the message. It's them going to the website, reading everything on the website, going to the Zoom rooms, meeting the Patriots. And once they go there, I mean, a guy came in yesterday. Actually, a guy phoned me today from Calgary. Actually, he emailed us and wanted me to phone him, so I phoned him. And he was impressed about the website, the information. He wanted to know more. Now he understands it better. Now he's joining. You know what he's joining? He's joining the greatest thing in the world. Freedom, liberty, and prosperity. Why? Because those three things you're going to get when we get this Constitution. Here, I got another. Trying to get it again. Let's try it again. Approve. We'll try again, Scott. I'm clicking adding again. Nope, it's kicked out, Scott. They won't let you in. Everything you're saying has been going through my mind, watching all this egos coming into play. You add me as a friend. I would like to hear more. I feel we are being played. We are being played, Frank. The line, hug the masks, and I don't know more, the barbecue scammer, that all it's all propaganda. Sideshow distraction. I got 2 requests coming in. I'll try this here. Approve, add. No, it won't let me add. I'll try to invite maybe. Let's see if I can invite somebody here. Invite. Approve. Oh. Give me a second here. Approve. Add. No, it won't let me. It won't let me let you add, Scott. I keep hitting add, and even Tommy Dreyer, I try to add him. So, well, I'm glad you popped in, Frank, and pleasure to meet you. Go to the Unify the People.ca site on the main page. That's a website, not Facebook. Scroll down to the bottom. At the bottom, halfway down, you'll see a thing that says Zoom. Join the Zoom room, and the teams there, the Patriots there, will get you connected with other Patriots. So that would be, no, it won't let you in. I'll try to add you through the request thing here, Scott, if I can. Yeah, I'm going to send you a request, Scott. I'll try that, and then I'll try Tommy Dreyer after. It says adding. I sent you a request, so you just got accepted. Yeah, I love that line. We will win because freedom is essential. Yeah, my wife mentioned last night about the fact is that liquor stores and pot stores are essential. Yeah, I see that. It knocks you off. It's mind-boggling, but you know, we're gonna win because it's you and I, and we're educating more people. So that's about it. I am on it. We have been protesting for months and have been supporting these groups, but now I'm getting the wrong vibes. Well, Frank, it's just common sense that they don't let nobody speak. There's no conversation. It's all about them. It's all about ego. You know, who cares if you missed a flight? People are dying. People are committing suicide. I think it was tonight I was watching, I think it was Beatrice mentioned or somebody else tonight on one of the live feeds, and they mentioned straight out, the people are committing suicide. They lost everything. I'm, Frank, I'm everywhere, my friend. I'm one of the, I'm not a leader, but I'm just one of the man that had a vision, and my vision was something's wrong. And after years of studying and research, I came to the conclusion it's time for us, the people, to have the voice. All political parties are controlled opposition. Everything is controlled opposition. It's time for we, the people, and unifythepeople.ca is the site. And if you can find any site out there that has that amount of information to educate you the truth, the facts, and everything on the site is facts. You go to documents, go to history documents, everything's factual. Even this fake pandemic was planned in 1991 in Queen Charlotte. We have the documentation. Pardon me? 96, starting correcting me on that one. I blow it on once in a while the dates, but the most important thing is understanding what we're up against, and we understand what we're up against. You can call it the Bilderberg Group, the globalists, the parasites, the liars, the thieves, the criminals. I call them the parasites because they can't live without us. They've been sucking off us for years. So how do we change it? By we, the people, creating a constitution, a lawful agreement, how we want to govern ourselves in a contract, and remove this thing called Canada Corp, remove this thing called the BNA Act, this Indian Act, and put the power where it's supposed to be, to the sovereigns equally, and most importantly, accountability. Okay, that's about all I have to say tonight. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody again for coming in tonight and sharing it out. I'd like to give a shout out to Beatrice and all the great Patriots today that I watched. Thank you for your hard work. And I'm hoping to see more Patriots get the sign, the right sign, sign everywhere, the Constitutional Convention sign. Get your sign, save your children's future, save your future, bring prosperity, and fine. Seriously. And if you haven't seen the new song that Elizabeth wrote, it's called The 12 Days of Christmas. It's on unifythepeople.ca. Please go have a listen to it. It's beautiful. Share it out. She's also wrote one about lying, Mackenzie King. You're going to love that one too. Two beautiful songs by a beautiful patriot. I shout out to Elizabeth and her hard work and all the other patriots. It's time for us to rise together once and for all and get this done. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks, Frank. Frank, go to unifythepeople.ca. Pop down to the Zoom, the Alberta room. The main Zoom's open right now. It's open 10 a.m. from 10 p.m. 7 days a week. There's Zoom rooms in BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario. And guess what? They're waiting to meet other fine patriots, other like-minded sovereign individuals who want to make a difference, not to cause problems and not to line up for the death sentence with the line. Thank you very much. Have a great night.